I'm Captain Intrigue. As most of you know, I've been building a superhero helmet with night vision, super hearing, and voice changing capabilities. It's almost finished, but in this video I'll be testing out a new camera for the night vision goggles called a RunCam Night Eagle, and I'll also be testing out a few different digital video recorder DVRs. So let's get started. So these are the night vision goggles that I had built previously. They actually worked really good, but I wasn't too happy with the camera that I was using, since it needed a lot of external infrared light in order to see in the dark clearly. And it would also become very grainy and distorted if there wasn't enough infrared light. One of my subscribers, Victor Garcia, told me about a camera called the RunCam Night Eagle, which is a very sensitive night vision camera rated at 0.00001 lux. What that means is that the camera is pretty much capable of seeing in the dark just from the light of the stars in the night sky. And with a little bit of external infrared light, it can easily see in complete darkness. Here I've mounted the RunCam Night Eagle camera to the goggles. I could just wire the camera directly into these LCD glasses, and then I've got instant night vision goggles. But you guys wouldn't be able to see what I see in the goggles. So I need to use a digital video recorder, DVR, to record the video so I can show you guys exactly what I'm seeing in the goggles. So here are 3 different DVRs. This is the one that I used in a previous episode, but I really didn't like it at all. The resolution was very low, it's too big, and I also had to press record every time, and it was difficult to know if it was actually recording. This DVR is a bit smaller, and it actually has some really good features that the others don't. For example, it starts recording immediately as soon as you power it up and stops recording when you power it off. And this DVR is by far the smallest I've found, and it also is capable of the highest resolution recording. So I'll wire these all up and test them out with the night vision to see which one I like the best. Alright, this is the direct view from the RunCam Night Eagle night vision camera. And it is completely dark outside. I mean, there's a little bit of kind of overcast where the clouds maybe have a slight tint of light, but with your naked eye you can't really see anything. And with this camera shining through the window, it looks almost like daylight outside. And this is when I turn on the night vision, the infrared LEDs on the night vision goggles. And you can see the glare that's happening there. That usually means that it's oversaturated, that the camera is being overwhelmed with infrared light. So those tiny little LEDs are way more than enough to see in complete darkness. So I'm gonna need to add some kind of potentiometer or a way to dial back the brightness. Here's with those infrared LEDs turned off again. And you can see outside it's amazing. It's completely lit up outside, but with the naked eye, completely black. Now you can see in this video that every once in a while the frame freezes and it seems like the video is either lagging or locking up, and I discovered that was actually my fault. I had the DVR set to where if it didn't detect a lot of movement, it would just take one single frame to save memory. So I've tested it again and it's actually working fine. I just didn't want to wait an entire another day until it got dark to re-record the video. So when I do the final field test, you'll be able to see the setting will be corrected and you'll see it in real time without that little bit of freeze frame happening. And in case you're wondering about the date stamp down below, no, I didn't go back in time. I just forgot to set the date in the DVR. So here's side-by-side comparisons of the night vision running through the DVR, and then the other image is my DSLR camera. And you can see in the DSLR it's completely black. You can't see a thing. And that's pretty similar to what it looks like with the naked eye. Yeah, pretty much the only thing that the DSLR picks up are little points of light. Like I had a few lights on my computer desk here that it picked up, and there was a street light outside way off in the distance it can sort of see. But the RunCam Night Eagle, you look through the window there, it looks like it's daylight. It's really amazing how powerful that camera is. And there's no stars in the sky, it's just overcast. So on a clear starlit night, it'll probably be brighter. I wanted to test this outside, but the problem was it was raining at the moment, and I have everything just rigged up with wires, and I didn't really want to take a chance of shorting anything out. So later we'll do a field test of the helmet, and we'll do it outdoors where we can kind of put the camera really through its paces. Now this video is recorded with the tiny DVR, and you can already see there's a problem here. The frames are somehow out of sync. I messed with all the settings, and there's nothing I could do to correct that. So that little DVR is out of the question. It's definitely not going to work. So the RunCam Night Eagle camera is really a huge improvement over the cheap camera I was using on the goggles before. It seems like it works extremely well outdoors, judging by how well I was able to see outside through the windows. I will need to make a few modifications so I can fine-tune the brightness of the infrared LEDs, but that shouldn't be a problem. And this DVR is definitely the best one I've tested so far. It has minimal video lag, and I love that it starts recording as soon as it's powered up. It also has a solid metal case and seems to be well made. And as I mentioned earlier, the freeze frames that were happening with the DVR, that was my fault because I didn't have it set properly. So I'll be installing this DVR onto the helmet in the next episode, and I'll finish up all the wiring, get everything assembled and working, and then we're going to take it out and do some field testing of the helmet to see how well it performs in the dark. Should be pretty cool.